video is for a 2005 Donzi 38 ZRC. Just going to walk around the outside showing the exceptional condition of this boat. This is truly one that's very easy to video. So I'm going to walk around just showing you there's no scratches. The paint is in just perfect condition. The overall care of this boat is just amazing. The owner has had it out of the water. It hasn't been laying in any type of water. Washes it down each time he uses it. Very obvious that there's extreme care taken with this boat. We'll just walk around from side to side. Once again, showing the exceptional condition. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. If there's any questions about the quality and the care of this boat, I can assure you those are definitely laid to rest. We'll try to zoom in on the outdrives here real quickly. And we'll go around to the starboard side next. Coming around the starboard side again, you can see that there's no scratches, no dings, dents, nothing that would make anybody not just jump up and say, wow, I need that boat. Come around and let you look at the back drives again. Camera might get a little bit shaky here, so hold on with me. I'm going to stretch out past here so that you get a good look at those out drives. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Come back around to the front. Take another step, so again the camera may get a little wobbly. Let's take a look inside the cockpit here. Beautiful. We'll see if we can't get the owner to fire these engines up. I know that's something I'd want to hear.
Electric fuel pumps.
I'm here with the owner of this 38-foot Donzi and just had a few questions for you I think that most people would ask. One of which is, what are the horsepower of these engines back here?
Well, the Mercury 525s are actually 560 to 580 horsepower, believe it or not, at the crank. And both these motors have been dynoed before at just at 580 horse each.
Okay, one of the questions that was already asked was, what is the beam of this boat here?
It's an 8-foot beam.
Okay, so it's an 8-foot beam. You know, another question a lot of folks ask, quite simply, is horsepower. Which you've already answered. They want to know the size of the fuel tanks.
The tanks are 80 gallons each, so it's 160 gallons.
Okay, 160 gallons. Overall care, what have you done, to make sure that this boat stays in its pristine condition, which is very obvious. So.
Well, the boat actually has 2 covers that I use. The cockpit cover stays on it all the time, and also a full cover, both of which come with the boat. So, the full cover covers the deck all the way to the transom, the exhaust pipes, and halfway down each side as well. So it's pretty well covered up.
And what are the engine hours on the boat itself right now, approximately?
Just under 50 hours each. And if we have a serious fire, then we'll go ahead and put the Mercury computers on them to verify everything as well.
Fantastic. And then what are some of the unique features that you feel might be different from, on your boat, or maybe just something you just want to point out?
Well, the Donzi ZRC was originally designed as a race boat, and Donzi made the boats so that they could be used for racing and pleasure. This was in the early 2000s. So all their racing boats that they produced, or even their Super Vs, which were the fully enclosed canopy boats, were absolutely identical to what you see here, with the exception of this boat has the back seat in it. But in terms of balance, handling, speed, this boat is just like the ones they ran on the race course. It's the safest, most stable boat I have ever had in my life. It runs mid-90s, propped to get on plane fast. It'll run probably 100 with the right propellers on it, with stock 525 horsepower Mercuries, and you can take your hands off the wheel. It's just incredible.
Okay, I noticed that you had keycap or tabs on the back. What size are those, and can you tell me a little bit about those?
I think those are designated as 380s. They're the big ones that they use on the larger V bottoms. And don't need to use them to plane off, and when I do use them, it's mostly just to get a stable ride in the rough water when I have people on the boat that you're acting as a captain,
sure,
trying to make sure they're comfortable.
And then on the pitch of the props, by any chance, do you know what those are?
Well, this boat is geared at 1.36 gear ratio for top end. So in order to compensate for that lower gear ratio, I've got 28 pitch propellers on there to enable the boat to run better mid-range or lower end and to plane off easy.
Okay, so right now the boat, it'll your top speed is approximately how much?
It'll run 95 miles an hour set up the way you see it.
And then if you were to go change some of those prop pitches, I mean, what have you heard other people say, or maybe what do you know about the top end speed?
This boat, before I put these propellers on it, I had a big set of props and light fuel, and it ran 98 and change. So with a little bit more tweaking on it, a lighter load of fuel, and the right set of herring propellers, probably 5 blades, this boat will run 100.
Okay, well, we appreciate your time. Thanks for giving us a few answers here. Of course, we ask that anybody that's looking at this boat obtain a survey. It is your responsibility to make sure that you're buying a quality boat and that you feel as though you're not going to have any issues coming on down the road. So make sure you get that survey. We're up inside the cockpit area of this 38-foot Donzi. Just going to show you around the front interior up here. As you can see, the cockpit area is extremely clean, no issues whatsoever. I'm going to make sure that I point out the fact that this boat is always covered on a slip. Gorgeous, beautiful. Come around back to the engine compartment. I'm dying to hear these engines run, I'll tell you that right now. You can see we've got twin 525 Mercuries in the back. Beautiful. The rear deck is hydraulic. Lay it back down in here. Beautiful. Make sure if there's any questions at all that you give me a call. We'll see if we can't get them answered right away. Of course, you should always have a surveyor check out any boat, and especially a high performance boat, but I can tell you there's nothing that stood out to me whatsoever. It's just truly amazing. Let's go through this here as slow as I can. Let's take a look at the deck up front. We're looking up here at the deck, and again the camera may bounce around a little bit. I'm going to step up here. I did notice on one hatch just some very minor issue with the gel coat. Nothing that's a big deal. I don't think that would make anybody stand up and shout, but I do want to point it out. Certainly that's something that is the only thing on this boat that you could even find a fault with. Other than that, I just don't see anything else. Come around and give you a look from the back. Let's try to back up here a little bit. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's look underneath that cover. I'll give you a look around up front here. I'm kind of hanging down over the cover, so that, again, the camera may get a little shaky, but I just want to show you underneath. Beautiful. No issues whatsoever that I can see. Once again, Truly signs of great care.
Hi, I'm Mike Simpkins, new regional rep for Pop Yachts in the greater Tampa Bay area. If you're looking to sell your yacht, you want to call Pop Yachts. They have thousands of ways of selling yachts all around the world. If you want to purchase a yacht, you definitely want to call me. With 23 years of experience, a few hours of work on my end will turn into a lifetime of memories on yours. Make sure you give me a buzz. My phone number is 888-310-7744, and when you call, just ask for Internet Mike. You'll be glad you did.